Hello, boys and girls. Welcome once again to Awana. Yes, we will be rounding up the story about the Israelites. Now they are in the promised land, and Joshua, that is the man that God chose after Moses had died to lead them, is now charging them. Remember, we said that in Joshua 1:9, God gave Joshua a command that he was to be courageous and strong, for the Lord your God will be with you. Yes, God gave him a command to be strong and courageous. Why? Because he was with them. God wanted him to believe in his promise that he is with him. So, also, that's a command for us too. We are to believe that God is with us wherever we go. Imagine you are afraid of something. Probably um, your team, you're going to a soccer game, or maybe you have to recite your verses. You have to learn your verses, and you are afraid that you might miss a word. But God wants you to know that you should be strong and courageous and that He is with you. Or maybe because of this pandemic, you have been at home, remote learning, homeschooling, and you are so afraid that when will this pandemic come to an end? God is commanding us that we should not be afraid, that we should be strong and courageous because He is with us even in this situation. No matter what we're going through, God wants us to always trust Him and to believe in Him that He is with us. And so, after this, Joshua obeyed God. He obeyed God's instruction. God told him to go and take over the land of Jericho. And when they got there, they saw a lot of walls. The city of Jericho was surrounded by huge walls. But God gave them this command. Excuse me. God gave them this command that they were to go around the city of Jericho 6 days, no silently, nobody should say anything. And on the seventh day, they were to go around the city 7 times. And at the seventh time, they should give a big shout, a loud shout, and the wall of Jericho would fall down. Do you think they obeyed God? Yes, they did. They went around the city for 6 days, not saying anything, very quiet. And on the seventh day, they went around the city 7 times. And at the seventh time, when the trumpet was blown, they gave a loud shout, and the walls of Jericho came falling down. And so Joshua saw the good works of the Lord. He saw the power of God being displayed. And then, when they had conquered the city of Jericho and so many other cities that they conquered by the help of God, they came to a place. Joshua called them together. It's like when mom and dad calls us together to make a good choice. They call us together to, have a discussion with us, a conversation. Maybe we're doing some things that we're not supposed to do. And mom and dad thinks that, you know what, we need to talk about this. You need to make a decision. You need to promise me you won't do this again. You need to promise that you will be a good boy or a good girl. That's the kind of conversation Joshua was having with the Israelites at Shechem. They were to make a decision that they were going to obey the Lord. And you know what? They did make a decision. They chose there to serve the Lord their God and only to obey Him. That is everything God said they would do. So, also, we too today, we are to make a decision for God. Are we going to believe Him? John